Hello, my friends. Greetings and welcome back to my channel. This is Carrie Konyha chiming in with a quick chart reading for the full moon happening in the sign of Leo on Sunday, February 5th, 2023 at 11:28 a.m. in Sedona, Arizona, which is Mountain Standard Time. So make the adjustment for your location in the world here. And as you can see, I have the actual chart pulled up today for those of you who like to follow along with the visual map of what's going on in the cosmos. So let's go ahead and jump in here. I'm going to start by just talking about the full moon energies and all of the aspects to it. So the full moon is happening in the sign of Leo, which is a fire sign. So anytime we have a full moon in a fire sign, we can feel a little bit steamy internally in our sensing feeling body, our emotional self. Emotions, the moon is associated with the element of water. And what do you get when you mix fire and water? You get steam. So this can also feel like an igniting of our passions, our enthusiasms. And when we take into consideration that the full moon is always going to be in opposition of the sun, let's go ahead and look at what's going on with the sun here. So the sun is in Aquarius. We're full on in Aquarius season now. And the sun is representing our self-identity. So when the sun is in Aquarius, we strive towards innovation. We are outside of the box, being in our empowered leadership. We're forward thinking. We're thinking of our future. We're ambitioning in the direction of our futuristic goals. We're also feeling a pull towards connecting with friends, social groups, which is also very connected to Leo as well. So it's a time of exuberance. We feel this exuberant pull to really drop into being our authentic self, breaking free from anything that could be constraining that at all. In fact, I talked about that in the February energies video that I just uploaded 2 days ago. I will go ahead and link that here for those of you who haven't seen it yet, where I'm covering the broad stroke energies that are going on for the whole month of February, as well as shamanic self-growth empowerment practices that we can all do that are connected to the month of February. So check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But, you know, this full moon is bringing some intensities with it because there's some squares happening with Uranus. The moon is squaring Uranus and the sun is squaring Uranus, which brings us into what's called a T-square when we include the opposition happening between the sun and the moon. And so squares in astrology are like little check-in points. It can be a little bit of a tension energy, but ultimately the tension aspects are always striving to bring us into some type of positive result. So we want to keep that in mind as well. So let's talk about Uranus over here in Taurus, which is still almost, not quite completely conjunct the North Node, but still in the vicinity of that. This is a theme that's been going on for the past 6 months now, it feels like, which is about us being really pulled and drawn towards stepping more into our higher sense of soul purpose and life purpose. Right now, Uranus supports innovative ways of doing that. So Uranus is really connected to innovation. It's sudden changes, unexpected developments, and it's also higher mind or cosmic mind, which we're going to talk a little bit more about in a little bit here. So with this T-square that's going on between Uranus, the sun, and the moon, it really is bringing in the energy of changing things up. with this full moon, because full moons always serve to illuminate our awareness. This full moon is illuminating awareness around something that has been a long-standing issue that has felt like it's interfering with you being fully onto your highest and best path of purpose, or acting as some type of block to navigate around. My intuition is telling me that it's a lot about that for this full moon. The energies now are actually also supporting us and having positive growth. All we need to do is be willing to move through the energies consciously. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that right now. So we can see that if we look at Mars, that the full moon is trining Mars, and also Mars is in a sextile to Jupiter, and the moon is in a trine to Jupiter. So trines, sextiles are positive, supportive aspects. Mars in Gemini brings clarity of awareness that brings ambition to create specific plans and prepare to act on them, which is where Jupiter in Aries comes into the mix here. Jupiter in Aries is ready to like full steam ahead. Let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to be done with whatever's been holding me back. This could be a situation. It could be an energetic state of being. It could be a thought pattern, emotion. Because Chiron is there as well, it could have to do with where we've had healing. And in the awareness of where we've had healing, or where we're ready to take our healing to the next level, there's a lot of motivation here to get up and over some type of metaphoric hump that has been slowing you down on your path of growth and evolution, with these trines and sextile energies between the moon, Mars, and Jupiter. So that sort of shows us how to work with the challenge energy. We just commit to our growth. We set clear intentions, which is that Mars in Gemini. We construct ideas, plans, strategies, and we prepare to set those in motion with action, which is the Jupiter in Aries once again. I'm trying to keep this really connected to the aspects that are directly connected to the full moon. But I do want to mention, because we're talking about Uranus as it's involved with this T-square, that there's a trine energy going on between Mercury and Uranus. Mercury is in Capricorn right now, so it's us being very practically minded, which is going to be a helpful energy right now. And in that trine to Uranus, Uranus being higher mind, cosmic awareness, this is a really good weekend to set time aside for meditation, so that we're allowing ourselves a time of being in a state of meditative being where we can really receive transmission of cosmic awareness streaming in that supports our growth forward. This could be a time where, many of us have had our own personal struggles through some of this energy that's going on right now. There are some challenges. I'm not going to not talk about that, but I like talking about what the solutions are. Meditation is one of the most beneficial tools that we have available to us to help us through whatever challenges might be showing up for you. Meditation with the intention of receiving higher guidance. I just want to share this teaching about meditation. Meditation is a practice that we can do that enables us to maintain a meditative state of being in life. So ponder that, consider that. For those of us who have been having some type of upheaval type of energy, we can remember to utilize the tool of meditation to access higher guidance, cosmic insights, and help remind us of how to be able to maintain a clear, calm, neutral, peaceful state of meditative presence while we're moving through life right now. I want to talk about the elements. So the full moon is in a fire sign. The sun is in an air sign. Uranus, which is really connected here, is in earth. So we can look towards the chakras that relate to fire, air, and earth, and the themes connected to those chakras in ways that bring us additional insights and tools to support us through this time of awakening, illumination, and moving through whatever challenge could be coming to a climax for you in your life right now. Uranus in Taurus. Earth energy is a root chakra. So accessing higher guidance can ultimately support us in feeling a little bit more centered and grounded, because we're not frantically just trying to rely on our sheer force of will or our intellect alone, but we're blending that with cosmic consciousness, cosmic awareness, higher mind. When we access higher mind, it usually brings peace of mind. When we listen and we trust, which enables us to be more grounded. Remaining grounded during the heightening of these energies right now is definitely a good idea. Movement is a really good way to remain grounded. Physical movement, whether that's being outside, walking in nature, which is the best idea, being in nature. But if you can't be outside, if it's too cold where you live, then doing activities indoors, which, it could be looking like going to a gym. It could be doing some yoga or conscious movement, rhythmic movement through music, dance at home. It could also be cleaning your house, any type of movement. Now, the fire element of the full moon is connected to the solar plexus chakra. So this is our enthusiasms, our ambitions, the way we feel motivated, empowered in our confidence in self-expression. So again, creative self-expression is a gift that comes with this full moon, an awakened ambition to be a little bit more exuberant in expressing ourselves creatively, expressing our uniqueness, our authenticity, peeling away any layers of subduedness that maybe has fallen upon us through life situations. And then the air element that's connected to the sun in Aquarius is heart chakra. Being mindful of being in the spirit of compassion, understanding, kindness, friendliness to ourselves and others. This is a really good weekend and next few days to make friendliness, kindness, compassion, understanding be your mindfulness practice as we're moving through these energies. There is an emphasis on the fixed mode of energy, which on the high vibration expression gives us strength, resilience, perseverance, motivation. But we also need to be aware of not shifting into stubbornness. So you can have that on your radar as well. And again, I invite you to check out the February energies video that I uploaded a few days ago for a broader look at what's going on in February. I will be chiming in again with the new moon chart reading that we've got coming up in 2 weeks. And in the meantime, I'll be uploading at least one video that is connected to some type of empowerment practice. Remember that I have that new quote, Ask Me Anything series going on right now as well. So if you have a question that you would like me to address in a future video, you can put it in the comments here. It doesn't have to be about astrology. It can be about anything having to do with soul growth, being on that path of awakening and awareness. So hope you got something out of this, guys. Feel free to comment in the comments below anything that you'd like to contribute. All my love, blessings, namaste, and I will see you all in the next video.